Alright, so 1KZ, we're doing a EGR block on it. So I've gone ahead, removed the intercooler, but if yours doesn't have an intercooler, you'll just remove the crossover pipe here. I'm going ahead and replacing the valve cover gasket. So you don't need to take that off, but it will help if you're trying to remove the EGR completely. So you can go ahead and pull it off if you want to. But next thing is you'll need to loosen up your heat shield here on your exhaust manifold. Be careful with the bolts. Thankfully on this one they were not very heat seized in there, but other vehicles they will be very hard not to just snap right off. If they do, whatever. But right back in there on the back, you can see you have one 14mm on top, and then the bottom I believe it's a 14, or could be a 12, I cannot remember, but it's those two. We're going to loosen those up, and then once we get those loose, we're going to go ahead and go over to the intake side over here. You see those two nuts on the back of that guy where it bolts into the intake. We're going to loosen those up as well to give it some more wiggle room in here. And then once I get everything loose, I will show you installing the plates. Alright, so they're both 12mm. Top one's a nut, bottom one's a bolt. And then those are two nuts on that side. But sorry, it's kind of windy. As you can see, I got this thing nice and loose to where I got some play in it. So now what I'm going to do, just grab my plate and we're going to slide this bad boy in there. This one I'm going to paint black after I get it in there. For my customer, he wanted it more low-key, so we'll slide it in and then I'll slap some black paint on it. Alright, so I got the plate in there. Pull this guy back. You can kind of see how it's in there, but just slot it in there. And you want the gasket towards the exhaust. Sorry. Lock that focus. So it's going to go in there like that. And then we'll tighten the nut back down, and then we'll tighten that side back down. And then we're going to disable